Hey, what's up everybody? It's Rox and I'm coming to you today with the review for Love and Hip Hop ATL Season 2, Episode number 6. Not a super eventful episode, but we're gonna do a video nonetheless, okay? So let's get to it, shall we? Alright, you guys, so it's been a minute since we've seen her, but who should return to the scene but Bucky and her hair? Evidently, she's good friends with Tracy, and they wanted to meet up and talk about their men problems. Yeah, these two are so good at men problems that they get together to discuss it, child. Bucky and her hair is just like, girl, I don't know what to do about that damn Scrappy. I promise you, I don't know if I want to fuck him or fight him. I think we've all been in that place once or twice in our life. For whatever reason, y'all, Bucky and her hair loves that boy Scrappy. She's just trying to figure out exactly how she wants to approach this thing. You know, she kind of wants to get back at him and get some revenge on the way that he, you know, made her feel stupid on the reunion show. And, you know, Tracy is just like, you know what? Now Tracy is telling her this, okay? And Tracy is just like, don't even waste your time, okay? It ain't even worth it. What you need to do is move on with your life. Don't even plot nothing. You know, it's just not even worth scheming and plotting and everything. Just go on with your life. Now you heard her say that, right? Okay, well, later on, Miss Tracy meets up with Mr. Drew, and for whatever odd reason, she has decided that she's still going to give him this $25,000 and open up this sneaker store. Now listen, I just don't think it's a good idea, Miss Tracy, okay? You ain't quite been able to cut the emotional strings, and then you trying to get business tied up in it. Emotions and money don't never mix. But whatever. They're going to have this interview. They're going to interview staff for a store that ain't even up yet. Okay, we ain't even got a damn shelf on the wall. Not one piece of shoe in stock. However, we interviewing candidates for employees. But, oh, I guess. Y'all ought to see the set of niggas that just parked next to me. Well, they pulled out the parking space. I sure was gonna put that camera on them, boy. They went on. So anyway, we up here interviewing, and Drew has clearly brought all the bajas that he could think of into this interview session now. And he clearly is trying to get on Tracy's bad side. You know, the girls are there. They dressed as video hoes, video vixens, whatever you want to call it, you know, with the titties out and the tight-ass pants. And, you know, just nothing that's appropriate. And, you know, let's be real about the whole thing. These bitches would not be fooling around with no damn sneaker store anyway, okay? The only reason why they there is because they knew they was going to be on Love and Hip Hop ATL, okay? So if we really keeping it real, that's what it is. For the show's sake, these girls are interviewing for this position. Drew is talking about back tattoos and shit, and Tracy's just like, are you serious right now? Are you really asking people about this? I mean, you're not even being professional. And he's just like, you know, got the smirk on his face. I just don't understand why Tracy is wasting her time. Okay, the girls start to realize, you know, that Drew is probably trying to get under Tracy's skin, so they feed into it. Okay, they get to talking crazy to Tracy. I'm like, nigga, you the one trying to get the fucking job. However, you go. Okay, that's how we do it now. Cause see, that's probably why I ain't got no new job yet. I got the shit all wrong. I'm supposed to go off on the employer. Okay, I got it. Tracy's getting madder. Drew is finding the thing funnier and funnier. The girls are starting to taunt Tracy, you know, and they start calling her a hater and telling her, asking her if she has a degree, you know, because Tracy is also being rude, you know, saying video hoes and shit like that. You know, it's a whole bunch of unprofessional shit going back and forth here, okay? Girls and Tracy get to arguing. Tracy takes off her shoes, because y'all know Tracy about that life. She about to whoop a bitch's ass up in here. She mean today. Drew is like, maybe the girls need to go, you know, and they walk out. They still talking shit. Tracy's following them out. You know, Drew's trying to stop her, and she's just like, you brought them bitches in here. You brought them in here to upset me. And Drew did do that. Like, I don't know why Tracy is like, those two don't even have chemistry to me. Like, I can't even imagine them as a couple. You know, he seems so much more childish, and, you know, she just seems like she might have her shit a little bit more together, and I just can't understand why she is still going there. I cannot buy that she's still in love with him. I know y'all keep telling me that, but something about it don't even feel like it's love. I just feel like I don't know what the hell that shit is. So it all boils down to she got to think about this $25,000 and whether or not she gonna give it to Drew, because her business plan and his business plan, it ain't gelling, okay? It ain't meshing, okay? Tracy's like, I didn't consider the whole quotient. I didn't know we was gonna have bitches up in here that I got to be worried about every day. I just wish she would keep her $25,000 and let Drew do that shit on his own. If he is able to find somebody else that will invest that $25,000, I think that that's probably gonna be the best for the two of them. Now, speaking of Bucky and her hair, Bucky and her hair is over at Mama D's house, okay? Because Mama D is having an EOE party, okay? And that would be end of engagement, okay? And whose engagement are we talking about? That would be Lil Scrappy's and Erica's, okay? The shit is off. Mama D is celebrating. Mama D says she got the cake specially engraved for Scrappy. I was like, they got the tools out and everything, Mama D. She tells Bucky and her hair that this is her time to move into the throne. You know, and Bucky and her hair is just like, yeah, that shit with Scrappy is over. I'm not moving into no throne. Even though Bucky and her hair was just out with Scrappy recently together. So, yeah, I don't really think that shit is over, or OV like she said. And, side note, y'all, we gonna keep our eye on this whole Scrappy and Bambi. Y'all remember Bambi from Basketball Wives LA? Yeah. Well, y'all remember some time back there was a rumor going around that them two was seeing each other, but the shit was immediately squashed, and I didn't think I really believed it either. But I will tell you that I follow Bambi on Instagram, and she been posting quite a few pictures. You know, the shit is just a little bit more than convenient, a little bit more than coincidence to me, okay? She's been posting pictures of her and Scrappy, old pictures, some recent pictures. I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna keep my eye on that, because while we all thinking this is some shit going down with Bucky and her hair, that old Bambi might be slipping in the back door. But anyway, back to the show, okay? Ain't got shit to do with what we talking about right now, okay? Merlot Jones is back in Mama D's house, and, you know, Merlot is feeling real some kind of way about all of this. He's over it. He says, Mama, I'm taking a break on everything. Taking a break on being a son, taking a break on being a fiance, except being a daddy. Other than that, I'm taking a break. You ain't got to be all in my business, Mama. Mama D is just like, yeah, but the reason why I'm always in your business is because you always come to me. I guess I'm gonna have to be like how my mama was and just step back, okay? And when your motherfucking ass fall out on the ground, then I'm not gonna catch you, because you always turn on me. And see, this is the whole thing with Scrappy and Mama D. Scrappy is like a lot of children who don't know how to make decisions on their own. I told you guys this plenty of times, because he's always had a mother that's carried him through life. Mothers out there, I keep telling y'all, you cannot overly be there for your children, okay? It is a hindrance when they become an adult, okay? And we seeing it with Scrappy. Mama D been there to hold his hand all the time, okay? Because what did she say? She said as soon as him and Erica broke up, here he come to her house with the clothes and just like, Mama, I can't take it no more. You keep on running to your mom. Every time these women, you know, do shit to you, you allow your mother into your life, in your relationships and things like that. And that's the reason why Mama D is like she is. And that's the reason why Scrappy is the way he is, okay? He is a product of, you know, a mother that's too much in the business, but you have allowed it all this time. So I guess Scrappy is trying to take a stand and just like, you know what, then fuck it. You ain't fixing to be in my business no more, okay? And I guess I'm gonna have to see that to believe it, okay? Because it is hard to fall out of the habit of, you know, landing safely in your mama's catcher's mitt every time you get into some trouble. But maybe, I got hope. I got high hopes for Scrappy. He's trying. It's like we seeing a transformation trying to happen with Scrappy. We'll see what happens. But anyway, even his daddy tried to tell him, and I was like, look at old Papa Scrappy, okay? He looked like Scrappy. He's just a bigger version of him. You know, he a pastor. And I was just like, all right, Pastor Scrappy, how you hooked up with Mama D, okay? Yeah, Pastor was on that motherfucking whole stroll or something for him to get in touch with Miss Mama D. But anyway, Papa Scrappy is just like old school, okay? He gonna keep asking you the same question so that you see how ridiculous the shit is. So he's talking to Scrappy, and he's just like, so you know what's going on here. As of right now, Daddy, she called it quits because she don't really trust me. Why is that? Because she saw a bunch of text messages in my phone. Oh, so she saw text messages in your phone. Oh, okay. So was it old or was it recent? It was recent. Well, as recent as the engagement. The daddy is like, come on, man. Like, why do you have all these women calling you? You know that you engaged. And Scrappy comes on with this bullshit about, well, you know, he was getting engaged, and when the shit started going sour, you know, he had to make sure that he still had it. So he started sending out text messages to make sure that, you know, he still had his black book full of women. And, you know, the daddy is just like, you can go somewhere with with that. He says, I need a break. His dad was like, you need a break from what? You know, I got trust issues. And he says, why you think you got trust issues? Well, daddy, you know where I came from. And the daddy's like, where the fuck you come from? I'm Mama D's son, and you guys, you know how it is with Mama D. I just had to tell her that, you know, I ain't her boyfriend, I ain't her daddy, I'm her son, and I didn't choose to be her son, and from now on, that's how she should be. She shouldn't be all in my business. And you know, the daddy was just like, listen, you going through all this shit with Erica, you going and meeting up with all these other different women. I'm just here to let you know that that shit is going to be the same with other women, because the problem here is Mama D, okay? So you gonna carry that problem along with you wherever you go, as long as you continue to let your mama be in your relationship. Now, that ain't what the daddy said per se, but that's what the damn daddy said, okay? So, yeah, we gonna see what happened with old Merlot Jones. I feel so sorry for Merlot, don't you? Y'all, this girl that works at McDonald's, I guess she parked next to me. She dead on Whoopi Goldberg. I really want to put the damn camera on her, but she's like right here at my window. I know she gonna see me if I do. Let me try and see what I could see. Y'all see her. She kind of diked out a little bit. I shouldn't say diked out, huh? She kind of like a dude, but I think it's a woman. And then it's the other one there. I just wish you could see her in the face, because boy, she dead on Whoopi. Okay, but let me get on back to the damn thing. I don't even really feel like talking about Joseline and Stevie J today, because it's the same, more the same shit. But I do just want to say that I find it ironic that Joseline is now all over Stevie J for the same shit that Mimi was all over Stevie J about, okay? Which is the other bitches. Mimi has moved on, per se, and Joseline has now taken Mimi's spot, okay? She tied all the bitches in the studio, okay? Some white bitches going up and telling Joseline that, you know, Shay Mack is in the studio with Stevie J, and, you know, Stevie J is doing his usual song and dance about how he ain't got all these other bitches in the studio, and this and that and the other. I'm just, to myself, it's just like, wow. Haven't we heard this before? What is the saying? The same way you got him is the way you lose him? Okay, well, I don't think Stevie J is going nowhere. I really do think that he loves him some Joseline, but yeah, Stevie J has a, what is it? What should I say? He has a little preference for a little bit of extracurricular activity. Seems like he likes to downgrade with each one. Like, I'm just like, that motherfucker Shay Mack. Y'all saw when he went to go over to her house, he was just like, hey, I was just coming to check on you. She was just like, hey, what's going on? You don't want to apologize for last week. Y'all so tiring doing the damn Shay Mack, and then I get lipstick and shit all on my teeth. I was on that Jaeger. That was just a product of the Jaeger, but you know, I could turn it on and off. He was just like, you can turn it on and off, huh? She was just like, yeah, I can turn it on and off. You know, I just got a lot of shit going on. Then all of a sudden she starts crying, and she's just like, I'm trying to do everything on my own, and you know, people broke into my house and they stole all my shit. And I was just like, what the fuck is we talking about now? You know, Shay Mack was sort of like, you guys got one of them cracked out family members, and everybody got one, so don't try to act like you don't. And you sit there and you talk to them, and all of a sudden they just be off on a whole nother tangent. You just be sitting there like, you know, their head is bad. They all fucked up and they can't quite figure it out. So they get all mixed up like that. You know, we talking about music and all of this, and now all of a sudden she tells us about motherfuckers that broke in her house. But I guess so, yeah. Stevie J was, you know, I guess he was feeling sorry for her. So all of a sudden he goes out and he pulls in the 42-inch flat screen television to replace the ones that whoever broke into her house stole before. Okay, we got another one for y'all to come steal. Shit, the stuff is all on TV for everybody to see. You know, she just like, oh my God, thank you so much. You made me so happy. Keep on doing right. I'ma always make you smile. Okay, that's Stevie J talking about he trying to be there for that Joseline. Nigga, please. Oh, it's always hard for me to talk about people, marriages, and things like that. But all I can say is Kirk is wrong, okay? Just like $4 bill wrong, okay? Just, why is he... Okay, let me back up. So, you know, Rashida is trying to get Kirk all warm and fuzzy because she's about to, you know, break it out on him that she's pregnant. And Kirk gets home from wherever he was, and, you know, she was just like, well, I'm glad you finally joined us because, you know, you've been gone a lot. And he was just like, yeah, because there's a lot of shit going on between us. You know, I just kind of feel like you know, since we haven't been on the same page, it's best for me to be away. I don't know if we need space or not. And she was just like, well, damn, I thought we was married. And you know, what is this about space? When you're married, that means that you motherfucker, let me tell you, when you're married, you don't get no space, okay? She was just like, we here, and you know, let's work on whatever the problem is. He's just like, I just got a lot on me, okay? I guess the brother, we find out now, he's had a heart transplant, and maybe the brother doesn't have the income, whatever the problem is there. I mean, this is real shit, real issues that do hit families. So I just feel so bad for the two of them. But anyway, the brother, I guess Kirk has been helping the brother because the brother helped him when he was younger. Now I get all of that. Rashida does tell him that she's pregnant, okay? And I wasn't even mad at Kirk's reaction initially, because you know, when you got a lot of shit that's on you financially, you know, you married, you should be able to tell your spouse whether or not you happy, or you know, and your initial feeling is sometimes it's not like all right. Okay, even though he was saying that he wanted everything to be about the family last season, and you know, Rashida was more about the business. Now it's kind of like they've switched places, and you know, he's not really there. It's a bad time, and because it's all this shit on me. And she was just like, well, I'm trying to open up this store, and you ain't really trying to be with the store. And he was just like, that's because I keep telling you it is a bad time for now. And I don't really know what he means. Like, this is a money-making opportunity. Why wouldn't it be a good time? Especially with the strain that's being placed on your family, you know? So, but I wasn't mad originally, okay? But what pissed me off is when the nigga was just like, well, you know, this is all your fault. She was just like, it's my fault. And he was just like, yeah, because, you know, you should have been taking your pill. For real, y'all, if I close my eyes and just listen to the TV, I would have thought it was like a 19-year-old girl telling her 20-year-old boyfriend / booty call that she was pregnant, okay? Because he was just like tripping, you know. He was just like, she was just like, I've been taking them motherfucking pills since I was in high school. You know, I take breaks every now and then. And he was just like, well, ain't nobody told you to take a motherfucking break, okay? And she was just like, really? Okay? He was just like, it ain't my fault. Fuck, we had condoms. And she was like, sometimes we had condoms, sometimes we didn't. And he was just like, yeah, and even then, you know, I would pull out. And she was just like, you know how stupid you sound right now, like for real. I'm gonna have to buy his ass a damn What Is Happening to Me book that my mama gave me when I was in the 6th grade to let me know about the birds and bees, because I know that Kirk can't think that you can't get pregnant by pulling out. Really? Fuck, is we 40 some years old and we talking about pulling out? Okay. First of all, I don't even like the pull out method, because fuck, it's like you rushing to the bus and then you miss that shit. It ain't no fun. You be working to this feverish pitch. That shit be going, and then all of a sudden it's just done. Like you ain't even. Okay, I'm off, huh? I'm off subject. He was just so flippant and so mean, and just kind of, you know, he was just sort of like, I don't give a fuck, that's your problem, okay? I done already told you, I don't want no damn baby right now, okay? And she was just like, but this is a blessing. You know, this is something that the Lord has blessed us both with. We've talked about having another kid, so what is the problem right now? So, yeah, I don't like to talk about real marriages. Like, you know, Cordell and Portia's thing, I saw that shit coming a mile away. I didn't see that it was going to end this quickly, but I already knew that Portia was going to get enough of that controlling bullshit. So we didn't really felt, but I felt like Rashida and Kirk's relationship was a real relationship. I felt like their marriage was as strong as anybody else's marriage, you know, when they first started on this show. I mean, marriages are tough, okay? It's good days and bad days, and, you know, you just don't need the whole world, you know, peering in on your shit. This conversation between the two of them really made me super uncomfortable. I was just like, damn, because I know I've gotten into some good arguments. I sure wouldn't want no fucking camera up in my bedroom when I'm going off the way I can. Yeah, it's sad. I feel really sorry for the two of them. And, you know, I was just, you know, on Instagram, I follow her. She's in Vegas and he's there with her, and maybe they're trying to get their relationship together. I really think that maybe these two need to either not be on the show, or maybe their marriage shouldn't be spotlighted on the show, because it's just sad. Mimi meets with old Stevie J under the guise of discussing Eva, but we already know that it ain't to talk about Eva. It's because Mimi wants to sit and talk to Stevie J. He has found out about Mimi's man and he wants to know about him, okay? He was just like, what's going on with you and old dude? I heard that he's in the music business. Mimi is gloating. You can tell that she loves it. I feel good for Mimi because the bitch didn't have such a bad run last season. It's time for her to get some of her, she needs to be the one that be able to be like, aha, okay? So good for Mimi, okay? She's telling them, don't worry about it. It's not a competition. He's all sort of like, why you want to be with second best when you could be with me? But it's like, we can't be with you, Stevie, because you got fucking Shay Mack and Joseline to contend with. Mimi's thing is she doesn't want Ava around Joseline, and Stevie J is just like, it's no problem with her being around Joseline because Joseline is not inappropriate. She doesn't walk around naked. She ain't got drugs. She ain't got guns. And she is perfectly safe in my house with Joseline. And y'all used to work for Children's Services, and that's about all they make sure, okay? They don't come in and try to regulate your household just because you run it a different way than they would. They just want to make sure that the general safety of the child is intact. And talking about safety of the child real fast, y'all, what about this baby that got flushed down the toilet in China? The newborn baby that was stuck in the pipe. Did y'all see that? I was just like, oh my God, the world is coming to a fucking end. We flushing babies down toilets now. And the baby survived. Okay, now if that ain't a blessing from the good Lord up above, okay, he had that baby. That baby done went through shit and just got lodged up in the pipe. And they actually cut the pipe and took the pipe to the hospital and cut the baby out of there. The baby was still in the damn afterbirth, y'all. Now, this is in China, and I don't know if it was a girl or a boy. I've heard things about, people having problems getting, when they have a little girl, a little girl is not really smiled upon, and I don't know, I don't really know what the issue is there. All I know is that they flushed the motherfucker down the toilet and the baby still made it, okay? So thank you, Jesus, for that, okay? But what was I talking about? I was so disturbed about the toilet, the baby down the, did y'all see the baby? The baby was all in the tube like this. He was like completely shaped like the damn pipe. But, yeah, that baby is going to have a special life, okay, for it to be able to survive something like that. But, yeah, let me get back to the show. What was I talking about, y'all? Now, because she all on the whole Nico D, okay, what did I tell you about New D? I told you what New D do for you, right? Okay, she is feeling real good, real confident, okay, and she's ready to put that whole Stevie J thing behind her. So they go to the tattoo shop, and she gets her last little tie to Stevie J covered up, which was a tattoo that they had. It was like matching rosary beads. It was going down her wrist. Mimi is on her whole new I Am Mimi, Hear Me Roar. So she's got this video shoot. Remember, Nico wants her to be the star in his video and everything, okay? She invites K. Michelle and Ariana down there, just for general support, just kind of, see, like, look at me, I'm in a video. They looking at something on the phone. I guess they watching clips from the video, and, K. Michelle's just like, what's this? Is that Johnny? Why is he singing about a woman when he like men? First off, we all know that half the men that's in the damn R&B business, let the media tell it, are gay or undercover gay or in the closet gay or whatever you want to call it, okay? So it ain't no new thing that even if he is gay, that he would be singing a song to women. We all got problems with down low men. Fuck, I don't like a down low man either, okay? But in that situation right there, like, I'm not fucking a down low man, okay? And my friend ain't fucking a down low man because remember, we talking about Johnny. We not talking about Nico at this point. But K. Michelle, I guess she wants to out him. See, you guys, the whole shit is fucked up, really, because I can totally see where K. Michelle is coming from, okay? But what I need K. Michelle to do is, like my girlfriend Georgia said on Twitter last night, I need K. Michelle to learn how to whisper, because K. Michelle is talking at the top of her Tennessee voice. That shit is echoing through the room. That's how loud she is, okay? And yeah, I'm gonna need you to get that inside voice. Any of y'all got friends out there? My friend Simone, bless her heart, she don't know how to whisper, okay? She be talking about some big strong ass, tall ass, big ass buff bitch next to me with some fucked up shoes, just as loud as can be. I be going, girl, I can hear you too loud, girl, you too loud, girl, you too loud. And she just will keep on going on and on, where I know big buff bitch next to me can hear her, and then she'll be like, look right now, she not looking, look right now, she not looking. And then your ass turn around and look, and that bitch is staring you dead in your mouth. Yeah, that's Simone, okay? And Simone is just like K. Michelle. They don't know how to whisper, okay? And homeboy didn't have to be eavesdropping on the conversation. Like I told you, the shit was echoing through the room. You didn't even have to be in there. I'm sure they heard her. So of course, when Johnny and Nico come in there, Johnny says some smart little shit about what he's gonna wear in the video. K. Michelle's just like, what you gonna wear, some Speedos? He was just like, no, I think I'm gonna wear a towel, because that's what they were talking about. K. Michelle and Ariane and Mimi. So yeah, Nico and Johnny feeling some kind of way, and I can understand that, y'all. Now listen, I think because we all got a problem with down low men and shit, we not really kind of calling it as we see it, and I must be fair. K. Michelle was wrong. You just can't go out and say shit just because. I think a whole lot of things, but that don't mean that I'm supposed to go out and spit it out. Okay, like I said, Johnny was not fucking Mimi. Nico was fucking Mimi. Of course, all of it turned on to Nico as well as Johnny being gay. But yeah, in the general sense of things, like you just can't, sometimes you just need to learn how to filter. You don't need to learn how to not say shit until somebody asks you. That wasn't really the time or the place. Of course, Johnny and Nico, they blew the shit up even more. And, but you know, and putting her out, you know, of course we all knew it was going to elevate from there, because y'all know K. Michelle. Now I love K. Michelle, but she don't back down from a fight. Right, wrong, or indifferent. She gonna stand her ground, okay? So then she get to talking back and forth to him, and it's like, all right, you guys even sharing an apartment. It's not even that expensive here in Atlanta. Like, you guys has got $1,000 rent, and the two of you guys are sharing it. And, you know, the guy is going back and forth with her, talking about he got 5 homes in 5 different states, and this, that, and the other. And, you know, and so it turns into something else. I can see both sides. I just wish K. Michelle didn't do it like that. But then, you know, the guys also, you know, they kind of made it bigger. And yes, Johnny was giving me gay. Okay, he was giving me the gay steez. He actually looked like Dennis Rodman before Dennis Rodman got all them tattoos and just went all the way fucking crazy. But yeah, I was getting that whole steez. I also got that from Nico. Now, Mimi is outside. She trying to do her video, okay? And all she can hear is a whole lot of commotion, because at this point, they're all in there arguing and yelling back and forth, and they putting K. Michelle out and all of this. Mimi comes in there, and she was just like, what the fuck is going on here? Ariana's trying to explain her side of the story. Nico and Johnny are trying to explain their side of the story. Here go Mimi in all her Negro spiritual glory. One of my friends on Twitter, Tammy Talks, yesterday, she said she always sound like a damn Negro spiritual, and I was just like, you know that, Mimi. She be like, all my life I had to fight. I had to fight my brothers. I had to fight my uncles. She was just a yelling. Ariana was like, look, don't be yelling at me, okay? Get that shit straight. And she was like, I don't give a fuck who the fuck I'm yelling at. Whoever the fuck I'm yelling at. You know how sometimes you be so mad, you just be yelling. Nico was trying to calm her down, and she was just like, I'm tired of this shit. Every time that I get something, it got to be ruined by some bullshit. You're not gonna ruin my shit today. This is my shit. You don't know that bitch. I know that bitch. She's fucking up my shit because she don't know you. She know me. We gonna do this shit today. Sick of this shit. Mimi, what you talking about? You yelling and fussing and shit. Everybody just like, huh? I was like, girl, you got some displaced anger. Okay, that's Nico. That ain't K. Michelle. I know we was just talking about him looking gay and everything, but you yelling at the wrong nigga here. Alright, you guys, that's it. I want you guys to remember to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is for itsrox, and everything else I do will be in the bottom bar below. Alright? Alright. So I hope that you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Until next time, Roxstars. Bye.